Good evening, everyone. If you could all get settled, we'll get started momentarily. I know we have a few last-minute pictures but it'll be here for you at the end as well. I want to welcome everyone to our 2024 CUNY School of Professional Studies Nursing Convocation and Pinning. We're very excited to see such a large crowd, all of our nurses and all of their family members who are here to help them celebrate. I'd also like to acknowledge our nursing faculty, many of who have joined us today, from Dr. Pat Bartley Daniele, Dr. Kathleen Cervasio, Dr. Deborah Wilson, Professor Renee Pichardo, Dr. Barbara Cohen, Dr. Anne-Marie Levay-Toussaint, Dr. Jan Osting, and Dr. Un Heidel. Thank you all for joining us today, and we appreciate your presence here on such a wonderful event. It's especially fitting to host this ceremony during this National Nurses Week. CUNY School of Professional Nursing would like to extend a special thanks and acknowledgement to all of you, our graduates who are here with us, as well as those who are streaming, watching the event. As you continue to develop your professional knowledge and skills and to provide the highest level of quality care to your clients and patients. We are so honored to have collaborated with you in your education. Throughout history, nurses have been leaders in bringing innovation to care that has profoundly changed and made the difference in the experience of health. All of you deserve special recognition for your positive impact that you make on healthcare and patient care every day. We align with the theme from the American Nurses Association. We say nurses lead and nurses make the difference. We know that you make the difference. My name is Dr. Marge Riley. To those of you that don't know me, I'm the program director for the CUNY School of Professional Studies online nursing programs. And I'd like to introduce our interim associate dean for academic affairs, Dr. Jennifer Sparrow, who is here to represent CUNY SPS administration.
Thank you, Marge. Good evening and welcome. I'm delighted to be here at the 2024 CUNY School of Professional Studies Nursing Convocation and Pinning Ceremony. And as I look out on the sea of faces representing 144 of you who are earning a Bachelor's of Science, 48 who are earning a Master's of Science, and 4 who are earning your Bachelor's of Science and your Master of Science concurrently, I want to remind you of a few things. As a nursing professional, you are a gift to others. You are the beating heart that reverberates across the entire healthcare system. You're a force that will touch the lives not only of individual patients, but also their families and their communities. As nurses, much of your day will be about serving others. Today, I want to take a moment to celebrate you and to honor all that you have sacrificed to be here. The hours and hours spent thinking, learning, and studying. The days spent in clinicals or on practicum or data sets. And all the time that you spent on your studies meant that you had less time to spend with your loved ones, your children, your spouses, your parents, and your grandparents. So today we honor their sacrifice too. And we also honor the fact that the time you spent working toward your degree meant fewer hours, and on many occasions, no hours, to take care of your own needs. So every person here is grateful for your sacrifice, and countless others will be too. When you walk into an examination room, when you stand by a hospital bed, when you step into an operating room, when you hold a baby in the NICU, when you illuminate the way for others in the profession. And right now, in honor of National Nurses Week, there's a hashtag circulating called Nurses Light Up the Sky. And you might even see a few buildings lit up in recognition of the profession. It's a wonderful campaign, but it doesn't go quite far enough. Nurses do more than light up the sky. Nurses light up the world, bringing hope, comfort, and compassion to people when they're at their most vulnerable. May all of you continue to brighten the world through your profession. Congratulations, best wishes for your continued success, and I look forward to seeing you all in a couple of weeks at commencement. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Jennifer. Appreciate your kind words to all of our wonderful graduates here today. As you sit and watch our graduates come up to get their pins and their awards, I also want to point out to you to take time to glance over to the two side screens over there where we have posted all of the wonderful projects that these students have engaged in during their time at SPS. These are wonderful quality improvement initiatives, leadership initiatives, informatics, and educational research projects as well. They've done wonderful work, some of which has actually been implemented at some of the facilities where they did these projects, and everyone should be very proud of all that they have accomplished. I'd like to introduce our keynote speaker for this evening, who happens to also be one of our SPS graduates, not only from our undergraduate program, but also from our graduate in nursing education program. Melissa Hinds is the current Associate Director of Health and Technology, as well as the Director of Online Assistance at the Center for Practice Innovation, part of Columbia University. Melissa is a registered nurse who oversees and develops curriculum, coordinates projects, and implements activities for system transformation initiatives. She contributes healthcare knowledge across the CPI activities and products and ensures that their technology platform runs smoothly to meet the center's increasing needs internally as well as with those of their external partners. Melissa Hinds' interest is in changing healthcare systems. Her primary focus is educating, training, and supporting the behavioral health workforce in the clinical core competencies, as well as the integrated healthcare across the lifespan. She is interested in identifying and disseminating effective interventions in psychotic disorders, especially first episode psychosis, and how we can use technology to reduce the burden of psychotic disorders in resource-poor settings. She works to adapt and teach education strategies for diverse learners and adopt effective evidence-based practices in academic and clinical healthcare settings to provide the best care for culturally diverse populations and inform nursing research. In her role, she works to develop more integrated care and interprofessional content to help nurses and other clinicians statewide. She is truly demonstrative of that nurses lead and make the difference. Welcome, Melissa Hinds.
All right. Just make sure you can hear me. And I'm thought about you all and wrote some things down to keep me on track. And so first, I do want to thank you, Dr. Riley, and faculty, staff, and School of Professional Study nursing graduates of 2024 for taking up the noble call of nursing. It is a privilege to share this day with everyone here, not just the graduates, but your family, friends, and the faculty, all or who are so excited for you. You have chosen a profession where you will share people's most dire and devastating moments, and the most joyful ones too. How fitting that Convocation is during Nurses Week, and the 2024 theme is Nurses Make the Difference. You, incredible nurses, embody the spirit of compassion and care in every healthcare setting. You have chosen to make a difference. As a fellow CUNY SPS graduate, I am confident you are well prepared and ready to start the journey. As nurses, we all have the opportunity to serve in so many ways. Friends and family already think you know everything about their health because you're a nurse, right? And how many social events have you been to where near strangers start asking you questions and sharing intimate details about themselves because you're a nurse? I always consider it an honor that people trust me enough to give me intimate details about their lives, and I hope you will too. The School of Professional Studies nursing culture aims to help students develop and demonstrate competencies in caring for culturally diverse populations, nursing research, and leadership and management. As nurses, our life experience is so unique. We see things a little differently, not only because we process so quickly, we're problem solvers and innovators, but we're also healers, advocates, and lifelong learners. Some years ago, when I was sitting where you are, about to graduate from nursing school, I had no idea what the richness of the nursing journey would offer me and all that I had to learn along the way. I've been so fortunate to work in spaces where I've been able to use my nursing perspective and continue to learn. Over the years, I've learned much about the importance of whole person care and how technology can enhance that, but even more about the art of teaching and the importance of mentorship, either receiving it or giving it to others. Now I wish I knew then that every career choice I made, even the ones I thought didn't work out so well, gave me the growth, skills, and insight to choose the next one. And you'll do this too. Your education is always ongoing with every choice you make, especially in nursing. You all know that nursing is not a job. It is a calling. It's the difference between earning a living and changing a life. And with the healthcare landscape moving so fast and furious today, nurses are an essential part of it. The nursing profession needs you and your fresh perspectives, innovation, and resilience. I know you're already resilient. Resilience is bouncing back in adversity, but it's so much more. It's growing and learning about ourselves. It's standing up, speaking up, and showing up, not just for your patients, family, and students, but for yourselves. You all want to thrive and be effective practitioners and leaders, but don't forget that self-care is self-leadership. When we care for ourselves, we are not just better nurses, but better and happier people. When things don't go as planned, when we can't control the outcome of something, when the complexity of our work feels completely overwhelming, during these challenging times, it's important to keep our hearts and our minds open if we don't remember our North Star or our reason why. As I considered what I'd say today, I thought of someone I've gotten to know over the last several years. He mentioned that his mother always wanted to be a nurse, but never had the opportunity. Obstacles got in her way. Still, based on how he and his family rallied, supported, and loved his mother, Vivian, as she was losing her battle with cancer, it was clear she embodied a nursing spirit. I am confident that you all reflect some of these qualities too. To all of your friends, family, and cheerleaders, thank you for allowing today's graduates to climb over, break through, and overcome the obstacles to meet their goals. There's a quote I'd like to share with you. Never worry about the delay of your success compared to others, because the construction of a palace takes more planning and time than an ordinary building. Wherever you are on your nursing journey today, I invite you to continue to construct your palace. Pursue experiences that challenge you to grow, to learn about yourself, and help support nurses who come after you. Remember why you do what you do every day, but remember that your success was not delayed. You're still building because you indeed are not an ordinary building. Congratulations, School of Professional Studies, Nursing Class of 2024, and thank you for continuing to make a difference.
Thank you very much, Melissa. It's always good to hear from you. Melissa is someone who stays in constant contact with SPS, and we appreciate all her contributions. At this time, I'd like to ask Dr. Jan Oosting and Dr. Anne-Marie LeVay. They will come up and help present the honor cords. We have some of our students present here today, our Petrie Scholars, as well as our Sigma Scholars that were able to join us today. We know that all of them have, the Sigma candidates rather, have already received their honor cords, but we wanted you to have an opportunity to be able to take a picture with your honor cords. And so we have some demonstration cords for you to use today. So our first guest is our Petrie Scholar, Lorena Cabrera. Is she here with us this afternoon? Okay, I don't see Lorena. And we have 4 Petrie Scholars, so I'm going to call them up, and then please stay on the stage so we can take a picture of you. Remember to face forward so you have the background so that the picture will capture all of your faces. So first we have Danny Jolette. Okay. We have Lily Cruz. Delia McKenzie. And Gosima Prasad. We do have some other Sigma honorees who weren't able to make it today, and that includes Teal Armnecht. And we have some Petrie Scholars who weren't able to join us today, including Adam Kern, Weijian Dong, Maria Montoya, Pema Sherpa, and Louisa Marin. So congratulations to our Petrie Scholars and our Sigma Scholars. Thank you, Dr. Oosting and Dr. LeVay-Toussey. Next on our agenda is our undergraduate nurse speaker, Anna Osipova. A little bit about Anna is she's an RN to BS graduate of CUNY SPS. Before she came to us, she was a graduate of Kingsborough Community College's pre-licensure nursing program. She graduated there in 2017 and then entered our RN to BS program in the fall of 2023. So she was a fast mover. Her capstone project was titled The Impact of Teaching About Transitional Care on Health Outcomes of Older Adults in the Community at Bay Ridge Connects, which is an older adult community setting in Brooklyn that connects seniors to vital resources to stay healthy. Anna acknowledged the capstone project as an opportunity to apply the knowledge and skills she learned, to be able to collaborate with a professional team, and to take on the leadership role and come up with an evidence-based solution to improve patient care at the clinical site. She was employed as a registered nurse on a medical surgical floor at Bellevue Hospital, one of the New York City Health and Hospital main safety hospitals for the last 2 years. And then she has recently transitioned to an outpatient setting in the private sector in the role of clinical liaison. Anna is enthusiastic about continuing her nursing education in the near future. And we want to wish her much luck and welcome him here to give the last words for our undergraduate nursing students. Welcome, Anna.
Thank you so much, Dr. Riley. Dear fellow graduates, distinguished guests, beloved families and friends, esteemed faculty and staff members at CUNY SPS, my name is Anna Osipova. I am a registered professional nurse. It is an honor to be invited here as the undergraduate nursing baccalaureate student speaker and be part of this momentous occasion of the 2024 Nursing Convocation and pinning ceremony. Today, I stand before you with my heart full of gratitude for the incredible journey behind and excitement for the tremendous opportunities that lie ahead. Nurses have been ranked year after year by the public as the most trusted profession. This is a huge responsibility and the one that we do not take lightly. As I look back at my career path, it took several years to find my place in nursing. I started as a home care nurse. Then I wanted to give leadership a try and I became a case manager. In January 2022, I obtained a position on the medical surgical floor at Bellevue Hospital, where I worked for more than 2 years. It was both challenging and rewarding experience. Lately, I took on a new role of a clinical liaison in an outpatient care setting, which allowed me to achieve a greater balance between my work and personal life. As you can see, I embraced the idea of searching for my niche and was not always the expert in these areas, but I remained open and leaned in. Pursuing a bachelor's degree was a goal that I considered since I got my associate degree at Kingsborough Community College in 2017. I chose CUNY SPS based on their academic reputation, as they offer one of the most top-ranked online nursing programs, ensuring that students fulfill their educational goals and keep up with different life commitments. Despite flexibility, this online nursing program is notable for its rigorous curriculum and clinical practicum, requiring dedication, time management, and hard work. Being adult learners, we have very little time left for socializing and leisure. If you're not engaged in some kind of study or clinical experience, you're most likely at work or helping your kids with homework, going grocery shopping, or cleaning your house and whatnot. Indeed, challenges bring new experiences and situations that require us to learn, adapt, and grow as professionals. CUNY SPS equipped me with knowledge and enhanced my skills to use scientific evidence, engage in safe nursing practice, and promote patient-centered care. Every online class taken at CUNY SPS enriched my academic journey and prepared me to meet the needs of a constantly changing healthcare system. My professors have always been helpful and supportive. Despite online learning, I felt like part of a class even though we did not meet in person. I look forward to embracing opportunities for continuous education, pursuing further specialization, and remaining curious about the ever-evolving field of nursing. Do I consider going back to school? Absolutely. Nursing is one of the few professions that requires its practitioners to continue educating themselves throughout their careers. Because the well-being of our patients is at stake, it is incumbent upon us to engage in lifelong learning. As a result, we're better prepared to meet diverse patient needs, and we lead at the forefront of healthcare. In reflecting upon my journey as a nurse, I am reminded of the profound impact we often have on the lives of others. Nurses see beyond illness and injury. It is our duty to listen attentively, be compassionate, and provide care that goes far beyond the physical, encompassing the emotional aspect of healing, because every patient has their story to tell and concerns to share. Collaboration is the key to nursing, along with clear communication and mutual respect. When we work together as a team and learn from one another, we deliver the best possible care. Lastly, they say nursing is an incredible art form that requires you to sacrifice your own flesh so your soul can soar. Indeed, nurses have the gift of being unstoppable. We face the moments and we give our best to the patients who need us most. Nursing is demanding, but taking care of ourselves is as important as what we do. Sometimes you'll find yourself in a position to step back in order to step forward. Go ahead and take it. Never be afraid of a change and look for ways to inspire and influence our profession in a positive way. Dream new dreams, embark on who you are, embrace life with passion, and keep reaching for the stars. Thank you so much, everyone. Congratulations, we did it.
Thank you, Anna, for that wonderful and inspiring speech. We are now going to present the pins to the baccalaureate student graduates, and I'm going to ask Dr. Osting, Dr. Cohen, and Dr. LeVay to say, would you like to join as well? So we will announce both our in-person graduates here today, and we will also announce our virtual students as well. Please remember to take a moment to get your picture taken. Okay, so we're going to start with Naima Akbar. All right. And Nadiva Barker. Delrose Burnett. Lorena Cabrera. Kayanne Campbell. Alfredo Castillo. And those students that are getting the cords are getting honor cords in addition to their pins. Danny Gillette. She's loading up on all her honor cords. Lauren Cruz. Albert De Vera. Caitlin Fegan. Janina Guerra. Karma Gurung. Latifa Hamzan. Marta Wapar. Osarachi Iwainya. Angie Jimenez. Yasmin Kashef. Natalia Lysovenko. Marissa Love. Nardia Miller Mosin. Maria Maraglia, Diana Morgan Almonte, Adekimi Uradupa, Anna Osipova, Lady Osorio, Jesula Pierre, Marinella Cuoco, Stephanie Reynoso Sanchez, Natasha Roberts, okay, Nafis Salcedo, Giselle Sagara, and this is Giselle coming up, right? Giselle Sagara. Ariana Sela, Lyubov Snopova, Amanat Thompson, Mylene Zunan, Leonardo Vargas, Charmaine Wallace Holland, Christopher Wright. I want to acknowledge our RN to BS graduates who are attending virtually, including Frederick Adu Tuum, Melissa Almonte, Wiserly Almonte, Corelli Dumar Matthew, Christopher Ankai Go, Faye Guevara, Angelica Hernandez, Tatiana Mieles Lizaraga, Gina Mikan, Judith Romero, Irina Rudik, Eleni Zatsoglu, and Tanisha Thomas. Okay. We do have actually two special graduates who are receiving both their bachelor's and master's tonight. So we want them to get both pins. Lily Cruz, a BS MS in nursing education. And Alondra Cepedo is attending virtually, getting her BS and MS in nursing organizational leadership. Congratulations to them all. Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Osting, Dr. LeVay-Toussey, and Dr. Cohen. So as you can see, getting a pin is a very special event. Historians have traced this tradition back to the Crusades of the 12th century, when a group of knights cared for the injured and suffering crusaders. As new monks were brought into the Knights' Order to continue this work, a ceremony was held where each monk was given a Maltese cross that they wore on their arm. Fast forward to the 1860s, when Florence Nightingale was honored with the Red Cross of St. George for her selfless efforts to all of the injured soldiers that she gave during the Crimean War. Because she believed in acknowledging a job well done, she adopted the practice of presenting a Medal of Excellence to her nursing graduates. And by 1916, it had become a standard practice in the United States to award all nursing graduates with a pin like during a special ceremony like this. The pin was provided by the school to the students to identify them as the graduate nurses. And as we present these pins to you today, they represent your dedication to your patients, your respect for life, caring, and compassion. And we know that you will wear these pins with great pride. The next part of our program is to provide an introduction to our graduates of the master's programs. We're fortunate today to have Brian Keene, who is a graduate in the Nursing Organizational Leadership Program. So a little bit about Brian. He earned his bachelor's degree in health and nutrition science from Brooklyn College. And then after time went on to downstate, where he was an accelerated second degree student, a special program for students who already have a bachelor's degree. And he fast forward to getting his bachelor's degree, which he earned in 2019. He launched his career at Jacobi Medical Center in the pediatric emergency room, and currently has over 4 years of experience in the pediatric emergency area of a very busy health and hospitals center, Jacobi Medical Center. He transitioned to New York Presbyterian, and very recently, his leadership became apparent and grew to fruition, and he took on a leadership role where he is supporting 3 medical surgical units and 1 ICU, and serves, as he says, a leader, coach, mentor, and educator, working to enhance the quality of care and the development of the nursing staff. For his clinical practicum project, he worked on a quality improvement issue, indicating and demonstrating his leadership where there is problems and issues. We need to bring about change, and we need to bring about that collectively. So his topic was decreasing central line associated bloodstream infections in the inpatient oncology unit. Prior to his role transition to nursing, he also served as the Director of Communications for the American Heart Association of New York City, promoting their mission of cardiovascular health and awareness. And in his spare time, he trains for marathons and just completed the Long Island Marathon this past weekend. So congratulations on that accomplishment as well, Brian. Please welcome our guest speaker for the graduate program, Brian Keene.
First, let me say kudos to you because I provided none of that information to the school. So they really do know everything that we're doing and are watching us apparently. But thank you, Dr. Riley, and good evening to the Associate Dean of Academic Affairs, Dr. Jennifer Sparrow, SPS administration, esteemed nursing faculty, honored guests, students, family, friends, and those who are joining us online. I want to start off, as everyone has said, Happy Nurses Week to all the nurses in the room and to our new nurses eagerly anticipating their new professional beginning. This year's theme, Nurses Make a Difference, and in fact, Nurses Lead While Making a Difference, resonates deeply with each of us. It's a powerful affirmation of our role, not just as caregivers, but as leaders in healthcare. The American Nurses Association highlights this impact, reminding us that our actions, big and small, shape the health outcomes and the very lives of those we serve. When I began my nursing career, the scope of impact I could have was unimaginable. Nurses are not only caregivers, but they are change makers, policymakers, patient advocates, and lifesavers. I recall my early days specializing in pediatric emergency nursing. During a routine orientation in February of 2020, I attended the inaugural Shared Governance Committee meeting, where leadership roles were being assumed predominantly by the adult care side. I eagerly raised my hand, recognizing the imbalance, and to ensure that pediatric nursing was equally represented. I garnered myself a co-chair position, and at the beginning of that stage, I offered significant contributions during challenging times of a global pandemic. The students here deserve recognition for advancing their expertise in informatics, stepping into vital educational roles, and exemplifying leadership in nursing. As the most trusted profession, nursing demands strong, passionate leaders to guide us forward. Despite recent challenges, your dedication to advancing within this field is commendable. Moving forward, let's utilize our skills to pioneer innovations in patient care, enhance our healthcare systems, and mentor the next generation of nurses. Our commitment to these principles, combined with lifelong learning and determination, will significantly shape the future of healthcare. Nurse advocacy is crucial to the landscape of healthcare beyond the immediate tasks of medication administration and patient care. Nurses possess a unique perspective, deeply understanding patient needs and the intricacies of healthcare delivery. By using our voices, actively participating in the decision-making process, nurses can drive substantial changes in policies and practices. It is essential for nurses to engage not only within their healthcare settings, but also within the broader political arena. This level of engagement ensures that nursing perspectives is integrated into laws and regulations that govern our profession and impact patient care, emphasizing the profound role nurses play in healthcare reform and advocacy. Your voice is powerful. One final moment of gratitude to mark this occasion, my friends Melissa and Leah, who are here in the room today. Thank you for supporting me throughout the years, but especially as I've embarked on this new profession and my continued educational successes. In conclusion, remember that our journey does not end here. It evolves. As SPS graduates, we are well equipped to lead with confidence, act with compassion, and innovate with creativity. Let us go forth as leaders who not only aim to meet expectations, but exceed them. You will not only care for patients, but you will leave an imprint. You will not only advocate for your patients, but you will empower them. And I will leave you with one final statement that my nursing program director shared with me in my baccalaureate program. That's true to our profession, our leadership, and our ability to make a difference. Doctors may diagnose, however, nurses remain the healers. Nurses make the difference. Congratulations to all the graduates.
Thank you very much, Brian Keene, for those words of wisdom. The next part of our program will be to distribute the pins to our graduates in the master's programs. And I'm going to ask Dr. Pat Bartley Daniele, Dr. Kathleen Cervasio, and Dr. Un Heidel, if you would come up and join us to distribute those pins. Okay. We're going to start with the nursing education program. So Monique Banks. And Maya Grozier. Jael Kemp Powell. Rose Nadege Lafontaine. Diana Marzulli. John Nicolosi. Rosima Persad. Brendan Vasquez. Marciana Watt. And another one of our virtual participants, Chitra Parasram. Next, we're going to bring up our nursing informatics graduates. Please stay. Dominica Abulu. Victoria Aranchi. Sheila Malarto. Shanika Pierre-Louis. And our other virtual graduate informatics students, Sabrina Anang, Tatiana Sayens, and Jessica Uyugwali Karchi. Congratulations to them. Our last group of graduates from the master's program are our nursing organizational leadership students. Joanna Cadet, Brian Keene, Delia McKenzie, and to our virtual attendees from the Nursing Organizational Leadership Program, Indira Cordero, Ariana Dubov, Cassidy Dunham, James Mahoney, Michelle Neville. Thank you, Dr. Bartley Daniele, Dr. Savasio, and Dr. Heidel. This concludes our formal presentation of the pins. We hope that you will stay and commingle, have some refreshments as well. But in closing, I just want to pass on a few words. If we've learned anything from the last few years, it is that nurses cannot continue to pour from an empty cup. Resiliency, innovation, and leadership skills must be a necessity. And as leaders in nursing, we hope that you will take that to heart and remember, for all those that you are leading, it's important to replenish, renourish, and help them, your staff, to be resilient. It's not simply a nicety or an option in academic curricula or in professional practice. We do need to take care of ourselves so that we can care for those who are in need. And as our newest graduates, I ask all of you What can we do together to develop that next generation of nurses who have the skills to optimize their own well-being and at the same time be leaders that create innovative solutions to ensure a higher quality of care? Embracing our theme for tonight, nurses lead, and you do make the difference. I encourage you to go out there, be the leaders that you are, be the change makers that you've become. We know you will do great work, and we are so very proud of all of you. It's been an honor to be part of your journey on the path to become a CUNY School of Professional Studies nurse graduate. On behalf of the class of 2024, the nursing faculty will be making a donation in your honor to the Nurses House, which is a charity to help care for our nurses who are older and retired and can no longer care for themselves. So in your memory, we will make that donation. I want to say thank you to our speakers, Anna Osipova, Brian Keene, Melissa Hinds. Thank you to our Academic Associate Dean, Dr. Jennifer Sparrow, and all our wonderful faculty who attended here today to help celebrate with you. And we wish you much luck as you continue your professional journey. Thank you and good evening.